Welcome everybody to another Behind the Name. I'm your boy Boo Dilla.
Prince J. Ron.
And we got a legendary special guest in the building today, representing that BeatDown House. We got my big bro, Dj Clent.
What's up?
Welcome.
What's up?
O.N. legend. Yo, we right now I know this is about to get real juicy, so we're gonna get straight to the beginning with this one because I know it's so much history you got to spit right now. So I ain't trying to waste no time, man. So can you please bless us with the beginning of your story?
Well, the beginning of my story starts with Chocolate Star, which is my mom. My mom was a DJ who met my father DJing parties. His name was Minicam.
Wow.
And I'm actually a junior, so my name is Clinton, but I'm Clint. Don't do that. But anyway, they met each other, made me. I grew up in a household full of music. My uncle, my mother, and my father DJ. So all of the separate 70s music, 80s music is what I grew up on. Then I started DJing maybe about like 93, 92, 93. And from there, I met DJ Greedy and bumped it. And we exchanged numbers. We never got in touch with each other, but we exchanged numbers. But then I went to the Swaparama on 41st and Ashland and bumped into him up there buying records. So he's like, man, why don't you ride with me? And I'm like, all right, cool. So we riding around or whatever. And we got cool from there. Then I started going over his house because he was making tracks already. He made Nation Whole and all of that stuff back then. So it was like, man, I finally get a chance to see somebody making tracks. You know what I'm saying? And he put the R70, which is this drum machine right here. He put this in my face. All he said was, this is play. Where is it? This is play right here, the blue button. This is record. These are the pads, and go for what you know. So my first track was offbeat to the motherfucker because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I played the shit out of it at Route 66. You know what I'm saying? I started DJing Route 66 through JR Deontay. Then he left and Greedy and DJ Cole came in. And I DJed with them at the Route. And from there, it just went crazy from there.
Dang, that's so I got a question too. Did you ever dance?
Yeah, I was a part of a dance group called Lake Park Dancers, which was a group from my block. If this tape ever comes out, I'm unfriending everybody because it's embarrassing. But you're gonna see me with a hot top fade and shit. It's crazy. And I was chubby and shit. I don't want to see that. But yeah, I started off dancing with them. Then all of us, family reunions and shit like that, everybody dancing and shit. But then I started dancing with Lake Park Dancers and maybe like 91, you know what I'm saying? And then started DJing. So I kind of left dancing alone, then got around phase 2, started back dancing a little bit, but was more focused on DJing. Got around Wolfpack, was still dancing a little bit, but was more focused on DJing. Then the Tunnel, still dancing a little bit, but I was like shying away from it, just mainly focusing on DJing and producing.
Oh, dang, that makes sense.
What brought you to it wasn't Chicago footwork music yet. So what brought you to the Ghetto House side?
In 91, we used to live on 49th in Michigan. It was a building right on the corner, and like right next, we had a patio. It was like a 3-story apartment building, and like right next door to us, it was another patio, and they used to throw house parties every week. and that was the first time I heard Magic Feet and worked that motherfucker. And I've been in love with the music ever since. Then I when we moved back to Lake Park, my guy Dwayne and my other guy Johnny Shoemaker, they used to have these Dion mixtapes, and we just like it got to the point where if I ended up with a mixtape they didn't have, we'd just start copying each other's tapes.
Right.
And I was just in love with the music. Then I got into DJ PJ and DJ Monty, and I started trading tapes with them because I had them, and I always wondered how did they make the music. I always thought it was like somebody beat, with the electronic drums, and then somebody on the microphone saying whatever it was. Didn't know it was just a drum machine and a microphone. But that's where my love for it came from in '91.
So I had a question as far as with your style of DJing. What were some things that you incorporated while on your DJ journey to incorporate your own sound in the DJ?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: anybody telling you that they came into the game not trying to sound like or emulate somebody else, they're a goddamn lie. When I first started making tracks, I emulated Dion, Milton, and Monty and PJ because those were the ones I was looking up to. But then as time progressed, DJing in the projects and stuff, I used to DJ in the IDB Wells, Stateway, the Ickies, Robert Taylors, they were like, man, you sound just like them. So I started trying to take everything that I could learn from them and try to flip it off into my own, you know what I'm saying, to make my own sound. But the sound didn't take off then. So people used to call my tracks the garbage can tracks on the low end because of the times that we used to use. And they used to talk shit about it. But it's amazing that so many years later, that's the sound of today.
Trendsetting.
Trendsetting. So
I can't say, hold on. Let me say this. I can't say that I originated that. I cannot say that. Monty and PJ originated that sound. Okay. I just took it to another level.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up too.
Yeah, facts. So where did Project Clint come from? Oh wait, better yet, what was your first DJ name? Did it start there?
My first DJ name was DJ Chaos, CHAOS. I still got a couple of records. Like if you go through my records, you'll see DJ Chaos on it. But that was my first DJ name. And then, the way my mom raised us, I didn't ever have a nickname. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on my block had a nickname. My mom never gave us nicknames. My name is Clinton, but everybody just called me Clint. I wasn't CJ. I wasn't CG or nothing like that. It was just Clint. So as time went on, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call myself DJ Clint.
So from the DJ Clint, then I definitely want to piggyback off what Bodilla said as far as when did it go to Project Clint?
Project Clint came because it was Ghetto House. At the time, it was Ghetto House, right? So next thing you know, DJ Puncho and Gatman, they start this whole juke track, making tracks with juke in it. And at the time, I refused to put juke in the track because people started labeling the music juke tracks when it's not, it's Ghetto House. So, you know what? When that happened, I'm like, you know what? I don't make juke, I don't make ghetto house, I make project house music because it was the sound of the projects. So that's when I called myself Project Clint, which was piggybacking off of Project Pat. And then also paying homage to DJ PJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the PJ Clint come from. That was paying homage to what I learned from PJ.
Right. And you were absolutely correct because there was a low end, like
it's a low end sound.
There was a low end sound. It was, and from
can you explain the difference of the low end sound
Facts.
to other
Like,
sounds, so for people can know like what would you just in your words, what would be the distinguished characteristics of a low end sound?
the low end sound was grimy, more hood, more ratchet. It wasn't the cleanest sound in music. It wasn't crystal clear. Um, it was the garbage cans. It was hard ass 808s. It was Milton. Y'all ever heard that track? That track. That's a low end. That's low end shit. Or DJ PJ Chase Me. That's some low end sound. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded dirty and grimy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That definitely makes sense. I used to wonder that too.
Like the low end sound, like you can still hear low end in my music because it's what I grew up to. You know what I'm saying? And I want that bass to knock. That bass got to slam.
Gotcha.
I don't even with my sound company, right? I make my sound company based off the tracks that I play. So if I done went through 5 different sound systems until this one I got now. And I want that because my bass got to hit hard.
Yeah, that bass is very important.
That bass,
that's like the key of the that's like the engine of the car for a footwork of that bass.
I mean,
I need that old sound system for the school.
It's gone. I sold it to E-Dub. But like I say, even with that, right? So like I'm sure Twan can agree with this, right? When you go to them like Twan and bro, I know y'all could agree, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this. The low end sound was going in one of them project parties and you hearing them toms ricochet off the concrete walls. You know what I'm saying? And hearing them claps bounce off them walls. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded different. It was a whole different sound of what Waxmaster, Jam and Gerald and all of them were doing on the west side. What was going on out south was that shit, like even the way we were making our tracks, we was making them in the projects. So the sounds is bouncing off the what are those called? Cinder block walls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it produces a whole nother sound. Or you go to the party like 51st and Federal. Twan can contest to this one too. When that clap hit in that gym room, that shit, you know what I'm saying? It sound big to the motherfucker. And that's like the sound of that it was.
Yeah, that sound is like, it just brings back so many memories. You know what I'm saying? Even today, when you know what I'm saying, once you start playing the music, like it's like a time capsule. You just go right back. Like, oh, I remember when I was 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walking into a party and hearing it.
And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why when we were doing the low end reunion parties, we were doing them at Hales because it put you back in that type of place, in that type of environment where that clap can sound the way it sounds. Them toms can bounce off them walls. And it just brings a whole nother energy, especially for a dancer.
Right. So as a dancer, I know for me, you know, you have rivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was a rival that you respected though, but you hated at the same time? Like, it was like,
no rival on
like this person, but this dude, he dope. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, as far as dancing, I don't have that type of dance.
I'm talking about not dancing. I'm talking about DJ.
I really can't say because my rival wasn't nowhere near good as me. So I really can't say. You know what I'm saying? The only person that was really my rival would be Chip. But Chip couldn't fuck with me and still can't. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we was only rivals because, you know, he would do dirty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll DJ a party and be DJing, and then at the end of the night, we'll go in the back room to count down the money, and we'll look to the right. We'll see a whole hard disk recorder recording us DJ. You see what I'm saying? And he'll take snippets of that and put it on his fucking mixtapes and make money off of that shit. That shit wasn't cool. So that's why he was a rival, because he did bogus shit.
Mm.
It wasn't because of the music. Like, I can't really say that I've really been challenged 100% musically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really can't say that I've been challenged to a point where, damn, this motherfucker dope, but I don't fuck with him. I really can't say that, because I always felt like, especially at this point in my career or in my life, I feel like I'm in competition with no one. I'm in competition with what I did yesterday, or the last EP I put out is what I'm in competition with. I don't see nobody as competition. The only thing I see them as, okay, maybe I can help this brother do this or help this person do that. You know what I'm saying? Versus we into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole, like, shit is different now. I wouldn't release, like, even right now, I'm putting a lot of my classic mixtapes out, but a lot of those tapes with the diss tracks in them, I'm taking them out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a different time now. And I've learned from previous, when I was putting all them fuck Chip tracks out and shit, I wasn't doing shit but promoting him.
Right.
So it don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I definitely know about that. That was my first CD.
Like Hot, like it was crazy back then, right? Like, Hot can tell you this story. He say they used to be at the Cole Park on I think 84th, 85th in Cottage Grove, and they used to be practicing up there or playing basketball. And I think they was playing some Hot was playing some of my tracks, because I used to give him my tracks, and you tell him, you know what I'm saying? And Chip pulled up on him offering to buy the tracks from him. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the bullshit he would be on. And that's why we were rivals. It wasn't never musically. It was more about the snake stuff he would be on.
Yeah. Dang.
So, bro, where did or when did BeatDown start?
BeatDown started in 1997. I was a part of a crew called Gear Room Productions before that, and then before Gear Room, I was with DJ Greedy and DJ Flint House and Street Productions. And in Gear Room, it was me, E-Dub, Puncho, Latal came in later on, and we brought Rashad in, and Rashad was in Gear Room for a hot second. So me and Rashad, like, that's a whole nother situation about how we met and this, that, and the third. But back to this part. So we all kind of, me and E-Dub them kind of fell out, and I went off and started my own thing, because actually we didn't fall out. What happened was, I told him that, I'm not going to be here forever. I'm going to eventually start my own thing. Because at the time I was only like 17 years old, 16, 17 years old. Rashad was like 16, 17 years old. So we ended up, you know what? Because I had a mixtape. Matter of fact, it's right here. I had a mixtape with DJ Flint, and it was called Southside Beatdown.
Why? Hey, why you get that tape though?
Why you got it within 2 seconds? Like, oh yeah.
Why you get?
So
yeah, that's what I like.
Southside Beatdown was actually, this was my first professional mixtape. You know what I'm saying? With me on one side and DJ Flint on the other side.
I was about to ask that too.
So that was my first professional mixtape, and we got the name of the tape from DJ Milton's track called Southside Beatdown. So when I was ready to break off and start my own thing, me and Rashad was talking. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna start this shit called Beatdown, because we're gonna beat these speakers down because of all the bass we was using. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is way before the fighting and all of that other shit. It was just mainly about beating the speakers down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So me and Rashad, Magic Mike. Oh, Magic Mike was also Gear Room too. But it was me, Rashad, Magic Mike, Spin, and then we talked to Boo, and then Boo came in, and we pretty much started BeatDown House. Actually, it was BeatDown first. Then because of the fighting, I put House on it. So, kind of try to take it away from that, make it more marketable and don't seem like it was some violent shit.
So was the fighting over DJ stuff or other outside stuff?
Or it was, I would say it would be a mix. because a lot of it was DJ shit. Some of it was dancing shit. Some of it was just pure disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I would really say it would be a mixture of all type of things. And coming from where I come from, can't be no punk. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really one to start the fight, but from the outside looking in, oh, here go Clint kicking that shit off again. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten in fights because of other people. You know what I'm saying? We've mobbed around parties. I can tell you all type of stories, but go ahead.
Well, definitely around the time where and you could definitely remember I'm talking about like the parties that you were doing, like the one I went to, which was on the 111 on the Y. What was some of the things that was different back then in the parties? Because I know we had a conversation earlier when you were speaking about the vibe and the things that was different back then than what it is now. Can you speak a little bit on that?
Well, the difference between now and then, it was everybody versus just footworkers. You know what I'm saying? Back then, everybody was going to the party. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, from the lamest dude on the block to the gangbanger on the block to the footworker that's from the block to the person from all the way. Like, check this out, right? Mind you, this is all of 1992, 3, 4, somewhere up in there, right? I'm at the Ickies. I used to go to these parties at the Booth House, at the Henry Booth House, which was a center in the middle of the projects, in the middle of the Ickies. And it was people from Evanston in there. It was people from Elgin. It was people from Kankakee. It was like, but they would come because of the music, the vibe, you understand what I'm saying? It's not like now. Now is more or less just footworkers keeping the culture alive versus the general public. In those days, you could be standing at a bus stop and listen to the cars ride by, and you would hear them playing tracks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's the biggest difference is the fact that it was more of a citywide thing versus just total of some. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that is, man. You just really got me thinking, because you are right, because I don't even hear tracks playing in the cars no more.
No, you don't. Like, you even look at it, think about it. Like, back in the 90s, hip hop was doing its thing, but it wasn't like tracks. Everybody had somebody's mixtape in their car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it used to be a juke out on the radio. I was about to say.
Yeah, like I did that on the 20-second workouts. I did those. I did the extended workouts. You know what I'm saying? And it was more love for our culture. And I feel that us as Chicagoans, we lost our culture. That's our culture. That's our shit. We started adapting everybody else's shit but our own. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. Like, even like, I have a problem with it, because if you look at it, like, think about the 90s. Everybody in the 90s had a 150 hat. That's some Chicago shit. But we abandoned the 150 hat for a Nike fitted.
But what is a 150 hat for those that don't know?
A 150 hat. Oh man, I wish I could share this picture in this group. I had one, but a 150 hat is two different versions of it. You got a wing ding and a 150. The wing ding is like wings at the top with a watch in the middle with like some alligator skin or snake skin, or, you know what I'm saying? And the 150, it'll have your logo, whatever you want, in rhinestones. They look like diamonds all over your hat or whatever the logo is. And like mine had two hands like this, and it said That True Click at the top, and it said BeatDown at the bottom, and on the back it said DJ Clent.
Boy, them hats. Boy.
And they used to cost $150.
Yeah.
Clint, so yours didn't have a watch. Yours just had the hands.
Yeah, mine had the BeatDown hands.
Hey, they had alligator heads on them. They had all type of stuff. All type of stuff on them heads.
I'm sorry, I had two. I had the BeatDown hat, and I did have a watch one. It was like a green. It was like a greenish a grayish green with the watch in the middle.
Okay, I definitely want to put some detail on that because that's definitely a historic Chicago item for sure.
It is. It is. $150. Boy, you had to have money back then for that.
Yeah, that hat, $150 for a hat. You got a $150 on with a pelly coat.
With a pelly coat.
I still got one of my pellies.
With a pelly pail.
You was the man with that.
Hey, my pelly big.
Remember we used to have the alligator coats too, the snake skin coats.
Have a Nextel on the side, some Havana Joes.
Bro,
you some walking money now.
Hold on, man. I'm finna show y'all this coat.
Let's go. Historical items. Let's go.
Like, I ain't
I'm so mad, man. Still got this coat.
Hey, you gotta donate. Hey, Clint, you gotta donate that to the school.
Yeah, Clint, you gotta donate that to the cause, boy. You gotta put that.
In the school,
the trophy case or something.
Yeah, the school gonna have all that.
Man, this coat is, and then we used to wear everything big, so this coat is huge.
I know, like 4, 5, 6X.
A 6X.
Ah!
Hey, Budilla, you know Clint ain't that big, bro. That's you.
No, look.
Put him just in the Superman status over there, just huge.
Hey, bro, it's still in good condition though.
I'm sure. It's all right. It's all right.
We definitely need that for the school, Clint. We definitely need that.
Yeah, that's throwback right there.
So speaking of the change up far from Ghetto House to Juke, where did it? Okay. So what year did the Chicago footwork music start?
Footwork music started in the 80s, actually. It was more of jack tracks, or, you know what I'm saying, like Land of Confusion, or, you know what I'm saying, like our generation of footwork tracks started in the 2000s.
Right.
Like maybe 99, 2000. But basically footwork music is basically beat tracks. You know what I'm saying? Some of them may have words, some of them might not have words. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically a hard ass beat that people dance to. You know what I'm saying? But footwork tracks, we kind of switched it up because, you know, they had the juke thing going on, and we always, because me, Boo, Rashad, Spin, all of us were dancers. We have a dancing background. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I tried out for phase 2 and didn't get in. I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, so by us having a dancing background, we made our tracks tailored to something we would want to dance to. So we really got away from the booty house or the, you know, and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could listen to Thick Hoes and the females will still dance, but you can listen to Thick Hoes, you'll see a whole bunch of people battling over there. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of making hybrids. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest difference between Ghetto House and Juke is speed to me. Ghetto House is a slower tempo. Juke and footwork is 160. And the reason why the music is 160 right now is because of this guy right here.
Yeah.
So what made you speed it up?
So did this party with Traxman out in Maywood, and they were playing the records on 45, the Dance Mania records on 45, which is, do anybody understand what 45 is? Anybody? Okay.
Can you break it down for us, please?
I'm going to break it down for you. So this is a turntable. Let me see if I can turn my camera. Hold up. Can you turn? Yeah, I can turn it. All right, this is a turntable right here. This is 33 beats per minute. You can see how fast the record is going. It's not that fast, right?
Right.
This is 33 and a third beats per minute, right?
Okay.
Or repetitions per minute, rather. I'm sorry. This is 45. You see how I sped up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So listening to a track, I'm gonna play something real quick. Is that fine?
Yeah, no, most definitely. Live demonstration.
Okay, so playing something on 45 would be equivalent to listening to the Chipmunks. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be it'd sound fast, you know? So I had the bright idea. So like this, right? Hold on. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Can y'all hear that?
Yep.
So that's regular, right? That's what you used to, right? So let me get an old school track real quick so I can really demonstrate it. Let me get a Ghetto House track. Twan know what I'm talking about. You know, we old, so all right, so I'm gonna play Rat Holes, right? So right. So tracks was about this speed back then, right? That was about the speed of a track back then, right? So 45 would take this. That's too fucking fast. And the West Siders would dance off of it being that fast. So I thought it was okay. I get it. You know, the dancers want to, want the music faster, but the turntable at 33 only goes so far, right?
Right.
It only speeds up so far. So I had the bright idea, instead of making the track slow, speeding it up, and now my voice sounding like chipmunks and my bass is real high pitched. Why don't I just make the track faster? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that way my voice ain't gonna sound like a chipmunk and the bass gonna smack, and that's what happened.
That's definitely smart. Instead of making a track and then speeding it up, just
right,
make the foundation sped up already to sound
exactly.
like you want it. Yeah,
exactly.
Dope. Well, your music definitely set the bar and set the tone definitely for the generation coming in. And
also, I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be that was Dion's and them thing. You know what I'm saying? That was Dion, Milton, Sluggo, all of them. That was their thing. And I felt that they should have kept on doing their thing, right? Now we started with this 160 shit and we continue to do our thing, and I feel that when everybody started doing 160, it left a void for those who love the slower tracks, like the Jonas or Twan, or you know what I'm saying? The older footworkers, you know what I'm saying? Like the Ant Browns and all of them, they don't want the music that fast.
Right.
So I think Dion them should have kept going, you know what I'm saying, with what they were doing to provide for their crowd. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for that generation. It makes sense. Just like those that make the house music, for those that like house music, it's for that generation that,
right. For that their fans, or the people, the fans of that music,
Yeah. That makes sense.
Fans of that music, man. Well, I know you got a big catalog when it comes to the the Chicago footwork music, Chicago footwork, because you can do it all, basically. You can do from all genre of music.
And that's only because I'm gonna say this. That's only because I was at the end of Dion them generation, of that generation, and I'm the beginning of my generation. You see what I'm saying? Like me and Booth, we fall in a weird place. You know what I'm saying? Me, Boo, and Rashad fall in a weird place because we like the tail end of the Dion, Milton, Sluggo, PJ, Monty, and all of them.
Right.
Well, I say PJ, I'll put PJ with us too, because we transitioned from that generation to now. Like I was a shorty DJing with them like 13, 14 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Twan remember, you know what I'm saying? And I was at the tail end of that and ushering in a new, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I get it, because I feel like I'm the same way. I feel like I was on a tail end of Twan and them, and then I went and started that beginning of that generation. So yeah, like I mean, I totally get it. So what I was wanted to ask was, from that catalog, I know you got favorites, but I just want you to give me 3 favorite tracks of yours.
they change. Every day they change. So it's like I can honestly say I haven't made my best track yet. If in my opinion, because I'm my worst critic. I'm one of them people. Like I can show you my drum machine right now. It's hundreds of tracks that nobody never heard. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'll make some shit, whatever, and then go to something else. You know what I'm saying? Until I catch that right vibe. The one thing about me, when you hear the track, it has to scream Clint. It can't. I don't want my track to sound like somebody else's. So that's why I put more detail and I do more work to it to give it a certain sound. So you're like, oh, so as soon as you hear it, the first thing in your mind is, oh, that's a Clint track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't. My favorites change every day. You know what I'm saying? It depends on my vibe of that day is what I'm gonna listen to. I'm starting to go back to my older shit, honestly. Listening to Banging in the Ghetto and the 100% Ghetto series.
100%.
My first CD ever.
Hey, you need to frame them tapes,
I got 100% Ghetto tape.
You gotta frame them tapes, yo.
Man.
This is my first solo tape. This is my first solo tape.
Well, I look like it just came out the rapper though. Like
it look like it's fresh out the rapper.
Oh my God, man. If you ain't if your shoebox, because people used to keep tapes in the shoebox, if your shoebox ain't look colorful.
Man, that was like them was like golden Pokemon cards back then.
We got that. We got that 100% Ghetto up there on the school on the wall. That's a classic.
I'm bringing my tape recorder.
And I was all, like I say, I was all of 16, 17 years old.
Ghetto for you.
Ooh. You know. So I've been going back to this music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's where it comes from for me. It's where it comes from. You know, I get a lot of inspiration from the past. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that I grew up to. So you'll hear us sample some older tracks because the shit was hot. You know? I even got this one. I wonder if Sluggo got that one, Twan.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one.
Bro,
you know,
I can just imagine.
You got some people about to shed some tears looking at some tapes right now.
Hey, I can imagine. I can just imagine that drum machine though, and all them tracks that you haven't released. I can just being there and just hearing them, like, yo, like.
I'll do one better. I'll show you. I'm one of them people. Like, if I feel it's not ready for the world, it's not gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. I'm just gonna put it out because I'm Clint. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I have integrity when it comes to my sound and my name, and you know what I'm saying. And I just can't do it because of who I am, quote unquote.
Right.
Hey, Clint.
What up?
You still got any of them Get Room tracks y'all used to make me go crazy off of at Stony?
So, all right. So that's another part of my story.
Don't tell me if I remember what you gonna say.
All that shit gone.
Is that the that theft?
Go to
that
Hell,
happened?
Janelle, and all of that. Yep. Go to Hell,
Okay,
Janelle.
so I remember what happened.
DJ E-Dub. Yeah.
Damn.
So this what we looking at right here. Look at all that. I make music, and that's just in the drum machine. I'm not counting what's in my computer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me, it has to scream Clint. I got to catch that vibe. I got to be sitting here. Like if you ever caught me live making the track and you just see my head bobbing, that's a winner. But if I be, I'll save it and come back to it. You know what I'm saying? And I won't put it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what Jonah was talking about, I'm gonna speak lightly on that because me and that person is cool right now. Back in the day in Gear Room Productions, I made a shit ton of tracks. You know, we had this drum machine right here. We had this drum machine, the Boss 660, and we had an MS1 sampler. I believe it's in my garage right now. Let me see. Yep, it's in the garage. But yep, it's in the garage. So we had that drum machine and that sampler, and I was just going crazy, you know, and making shit just for those parties. And that's how it was back then. A lot of the times we wasn't making tracks for a release or anything like that. We were making tracks for the party. It was a party every weekend, and I had to show my ass because it was a friendly competition between me, Born Rashad. Who gonna have the banger at this beatdown party? You know what I'm saying? Once this week it'll be Boo, this week it'll be Rashad, this week it may be me. So we pretty much stayed in the studio. So when
and see with that alone, Clint changes everything now. Like back then, that's why the music and the dancers, everything was all in sync because the DJs went the extra mile to make sure we was gonna tear that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't the same.
That's
now.
100% fact.
Man, Jesus Christ.
It ain't the same no more because I mean it's all up to us, man. What you doing right now with the school, man? And if you interject the school with the full culture, we can bring some of that back. You know what I'm saying? We can bring back that feeling because it wasn't shit. It wasn't no feeling better than when I played Third World and Jackson Park went crazy. The very first time I played it.
I remember that shit, boy. Woo! I remember that.
Or the very first time I played Bang Skeet and everybody went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing beat that.
And even if you play it now, like that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you play it now, you still get that same reaction. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same. It's not the same because
right. It's not.
I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same. Like when we made those tracks or we played that track that went crazy versus now versus then it's a small group of people now versus a whole party.
Right. But I'm saying, like, far as if let's just say during the beatdown when y'all had at Hale's High School, you know what I'm saying? When y'all had that party and the tracks came on, like it did go up. People was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody up in there was like I remember that, you know what I'm saying, going crazy, even though they're much older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's a fact too. And that was one of the biggest reasons why we were doing those, because that party made me make more music. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I had to redo Pussy on the Floor. I had to redo the Clint Mike Brewer shot. I had to redo a lot of the low end Gigolo. I had to redo all of that shit so I could play it and take this party back to then. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit I don't have no more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, so like with the culture, man, it is at this point we should be at a each one teach one. You understand what I'm saying? Like even with what Twan doing, he should have a producer come in every so often, and teach the kids how to do what we do as far as DJing, and is what y'all do as far as dance. You understand what I'm saying? We need to bring this culture back to what it once was, and kill all of the dumb, frivolous beefs. It's stupid. This Chicago mentality is hurting us bad. Like I had to leave certain groups on Facebook because you're not finna compare me to nobody. First of all, you're not finna pit me against somebody. I'm not finna fall for this for some entertainment. I'm not finna do that because with me, shit can go a whole nother way that I don't even want it to go that way, because of the love that people have for me, they'll do something for me and I'll not even know it. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather just shy away from all the dumb shit and keep shit positive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So speaking on on positivity, you got your son that's a monster and on the track side of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, how did that go about? How did that start? Like, you know what I mean? Did you like sit him in front of a drum machine, or how did that start?
Corey, his mother was a footworker / dance group girl. His daddy was a dancer and a DJ and producer. So it's just inevitable. It's pretty much like how my mom and father were DJs, and here I come. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much the same thing with him. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to have him take it further than what I could do. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of shit I won't let Corey do, or I won't let him go to, because if I feel it's a little sketchy, no, son, you cool. You know what I'm saying? So I don't coach him on nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got his first drum machine when he was, I want to say 7 or 8. He got his first drum machine for Christmas. Then next thing you know, I started hearing that he'd been making music on Fruity Loops. And I said, oh, hell no, let me teach him the MPC. You know what I'm saying? So I taught him, I showed him the ins and outs of the MPC, and the rest is history. Like, I don't make nothing for him. I don't trim no samples. I don't pick no samples. I don't record it for him. He do everything himself. Even to the releasing of the music on Bandcamp. So if somebody buys an EP from him, it's going straight to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do that to him.
And man, at that picnic, man, he was going bananas, yo. Like,
he was going bananas on the footwork and on the DJing. So
right.
So behind the turntables and in the circle. So
see with him, he loves this culture way more than I ever could. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old now, so I can't give the culture as much as I used to, because I have children, responsibilities, a wife, and you know what I'm saying? Right. With him, all he got to do is go to school. You know what I'm saying? So with him, he can invest more time, more energy. You understand what I'm saying? So with him, he's gonna take it further. You know what I'm saying? He's destined to. You know? Even with JR's son is the same way. People just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple little shorties out here that has the potential to take it to the next course or the next level. You know what I'm saying? So I try to teach and tell my child what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that look good ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Don't hold yourself out for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But if you get in a book, and they need to talk to me first, because I'm not going to solicit my child just for him to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You know, if it's not a good look for him, he's not going to do it. If I think it's not a good look, he's not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, that's pretty much what it is. You know, I let him do his thing. You know, the only thing I don't like about my child is that he don't have the hustle that I had. He has the talent, but he don't have the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this day and age, he don't have to go to Dance Mania or a distribution site. He can make his music, put it out, and get money. Yeah. I told his ass, like, man, you want all these True Religions and Jordans and all this other shit, man, shit, put some music out. All he got to do, he got tracks, he can put music out, but he lazy. And he's spoiled. So it's like
right.
Because my mama ain't, hey, one thing I can tell you, my mother didn't buy me nothing. She didn't buy none of this shit. She refused to buy a turntable. She wouldn't even buy a needle. I saved my money and caught the bus downtown and bought a turntable, put it in a layaway, and until I paid it off. I used to get $50 every 2 weeks. That's the determination that I want Corey to have, but he don't have it. He don't have that hustle or that drive.
Layaway.
Layaway. Yeah. And the turntable, it was only like $110, but shit, I'd have to save for 2 weeks to go put some money on the layaway, because the turntable to put, like, I need car fare to get down there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I need to get on the bus. Like, I would catch the bus and pay on that shit until I got one turntable, carry the turntable home, then go back and carry the mixer home, then go back, carry the other turntable home, then go back, get the whole flight. I was on the Cottage Grove bus riding through the projects with a whole turntable case. that was the determination.
Praying at the same time to get back to that house.
I'm trying to get back home with this item, man.
Yeah.
Man, what your little self doing with that?
With the new generation, we do this with every legend, even on the dance and the producer side of the game. Can you give me your top 10 new generation producers?
I don't have an order.
Right. They ain't gotta be in order.
No order.
I'm gonna mix it up, right? So as far as dancers and DJs, right? EQY is cold on the tracks. I really can't say he's new, but he's dope. Corey, which is my son. As far as the dancers, I think Stilo.
No, we talking about just producers.
Just producers?
Just producers.
But see, it really ain't no new producers except for Corey.
All right, so I'm talking about after your generation. So you have like
okay, wait, you got Rock. You got Rock.
Yeah.
EQY, Earl. Earl is a beast. Manny. I need to get into the Crossfire. What's my other man name? Ace. Ace is dope.
Ace
is dope. That's really it. I mean, don't judge me. Please don't judge me because I really don't consume or listen to other people's music. I really don't. Because the last thing I ever want to do is listen to somebody else's music and because this is what happens. This is what tends to happen with producers. They'll hear a track 2-3 weeks later, they're in the studio and that concept comes in their head. So I rarely listen to anybody's music. You know what I'm saying? But those are the ones that I would think is up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, facts. Let's go into these questions. I know people are super amped to even ask. I got a lot of people on the live stream as well. So if anybody got any questions, y'all can type it in the messenger box as well as on Facebook Live. Type in the question y'all want to ask DJ Clint.
And we'll read them off and ask.
Read them off.
I mean, y'all want some stories? I can tell some stories now.
No. They type. We give them a chance to type.
We just want,
trust me.
We just want questions.
Stories about Detroit.
What about Detroit?
I said, how about stories about Detroit?
No, I can't talk about Detroit. Can't talk about that. You're gonna get somebody in trouble.
So Crossfire said, what's your favorite mix CD you did?
Damn, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one right there. Banging in the Ghetto Part 3, me, Rashad, and Magic Mike. And if anybody got that tape, I need a copy of it. I don't have it. But that Rashad went crazy on that one.
All right, so Thaz said he got 2 questions. He said, why did he sell the MPC 3000?
Because it's not fucking with the X.
And he said, why did he put sugar in Chip's?
Why did he put sugar in Chip's blazer?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Damn,
do I got the tape? I don't think I got it here. So DJ Greedy, right? My the person who put me on. He came out with this mixtape called the Ghetto not Ghetto Workout. I can't remember the name of that damn mixtape. I'm gonna have to go through my tapes. I know I got it, but it was a mixtape he put out, and it had nobody's name on it. It was DJ Nobody. Basically, it was like a no-name DJ, but Greedy put the tape out. So Chip takes it upon himself and start. Matter of fact, is this it? Is this it? I think this is it. I think this is it. I could be wrong, but Greedy put this mixtape out, and Chip takes it upon himself to take Greedy's mix and re-put that mixtape out. So we went over his house, and we put sugar in his gas tank, broke his mirror, all type of shit. We fucked that car up. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, told you the bogus shit he used to do.
That's history right there.
AC said, "Bang out, burn that nigga." Remake.
Question.
Go for it.
Okay. What's it? Lindbergh, Doris. What's going on, sus? She said, how you feel about the Juice Bounce JBW scene in LA?
I love it. I feel what they're doing is trying to expand the culture. They're beautiful people, man. I love what they do. I love what they bring to the game. I love the fact that they not only do they do their thing, they reach back here and grab people from here to come do a showcase or come play or do a mix for them, or you know what I'm saying? They pay homage to Chicago for it. It's not like the Minnesota situation where Minnesota just started calling themselves Minnesota Footwork when it's Chicago Footwork. They didn't do that. They still paying homage and showing love to Chicago with everything that they do. So I respect it 100,000%.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's not a thing, people. It's only Chicago.
There's no such.
That's a whole
there's no such thing.
Like thing.
There's no such thing as Minnesota Footwork.
So Kelly said, how many hours in a day are you listening to music, searching for music, and creating music?
Well, before I started the job, maybe about 80% of the day. Music and TV is my shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Music, movies, and TV is my shit. You know, I haven't really been in the lab as of lately. I'm kind of sad right now because the community just lost someone. So my mind is not really there right now. But as far as like music is everything about me. Everything about me is music related. I could talk for hours about music, but go ahead.
Right.
Okay, so another question is from Mac. He said, do you think a verse battle could be fun for the culture, like you and Spin top 20 tracks? And I was gonna comment on this because one of the most epic things that I ever got a chance to witness was Clint and Spin on the turntables doing a back-to-back at the Taliban reunion. So it was something that already had happened, but do you think you will be doing anything like that in the future?
I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I mean,
that was impressive. Like
that was just, but see, that was just off.
Like
it was right on accident. It wasn't even supposed to happen. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? But my problem with it is people ain't egos. Egos are the biggest problem with it would be the Chicago mentality / ego. You know what I'm saying? Would I mind doing it? Nah. Seems an easy win for me, but go ahead.
So Crossfire said, can he do a Shake a Lot remix?
Sure can. I don't care. But if you put it out, we got to talk. Just let everybody know my original tracks are under ASCAP, so we'll have to talk some business. But go ahead.
So Hot said, who would you collab with on a track outside of BeatDown House?
Who would collab with? I collab with Manny. Me and Manny did some dope shit. I've collabed with Earl before. Who would I do now? Outside the crew? I like to do something with AC. I would love to do something with AC.
Mm.
Let's make that happen, AC.
Ooh, let's make that happen. He on here too.
Yeah.
At the time, because we actually, let me tell you, he wanted to get up with me one time he was here, but I was working. You know, I had a job at the time, so I wasn't able to get with him. But go ahead.
Mickey from Japan, she said, what's your inspiration when you make music?
The feeling of watching the crowd. You know, it's not, like I say, me making music has never been financially driven. I never did it for the money. I always did it for the reaction. You understand what I'm saying? Of when somebody hears it or when somebody plays it. So right now it's kind of hard because we don't have nowhere to showcase the music or even the dance. So it's like, you know, but that's my motivation. Because like I'll make a track and I'll just sit back and get the bouncing in my chair and I'll picture Eli footworking, or I'll picture Hot footworking, or I'll picture Bernard or J-Ron or even you. You know what I'm saying? And if that'd be my motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stilo said, in your eyes, lay out the culture on a timeline.
All right. So house music started from basically disco, maybe 78, 79, somewhere up in there. And house music is born. Ghetto house, I want to say maybe like 91, maybe, I could be wrong. With Dion Milton, Sluggo, Funk, Gerald, Waxmaster, you know what I'm saying? Then the next generation after that would be me, Rashad, RP, Spin, even Rock. Rock is one of those people in that rear space too, where he's the last of our generation, but the beginning of the EQY and all of their generation. So we came in maybe like 92, 93, 94, somewhere up in there. And I don't think I left yet. But anyway, I would say that when EQY and them started coming in was maybe like 03, 04, maybe, with the Spaldings and all of them, you know. And then now with the Corey is maybe about 3 years in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Another question from Alicia. Clint, how did you get your tapes into booths to sell at Forest City and Evergreen Plaza?
I was selling more than that, man. I remember days I would come home with like $2,000. So we would go to this place called AVT where they would duplicate these cassettes, these colored cassettes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we'll pay maybe like $550 for 500 tapes. And we do either, like if you are unknown, like I was unknown at one point in time, so I would have to do a consignment where they would only pay me for what they sell. So I would drop off maybe like 10 tapes in the beginning when I first started out to see if they would sell. And then after they sold, I'd come pick up my money and drop off them some more tapes. Okay. Then after I established the name, it got to the point where they were buying boxes. They were buying 250 tapes at one time at one store. You know what I'm saying? Because the product was moving. And that's pretty much what it was.
Dope.
And we would sell them to the store. We would sell them to the stores for like $7. Am I correct, Thad? It's about $7, $8 a tape. And then they would turn around and sell it for 10. Then the CDs is pretty much the same thing, but the CD game got messed up when two people started selling their CDs for like $2 and $3. And then that's when a lot of us, from Thad's to me to Jam and Gerald, all of us, we pretty much just said, fuck it. Because one mixtape would take us, like Banging in the Ghetto, right? That tape was an edited mixtape. It's not me DJing just straight out. So it's a lot of edits going on. And it would take us maybe like 3 to 6 months for one project. So for us to spend all this time in the studio to make this mix and only sell it for $2 and $3, nah, I'm cool. And everybody just pretty much backed out.
Your dad said $7.
$7, right?
Mm-hmm.
$7 on the tape side of the game.
There was a lot of money in it. I'm telling you, back then. And then what was so dope? We had Dance Mania Records, which was Barney's distribution, right? We would sell him like 2-3 boxes of tapes, and he'll send them all across the world. You know what I'm saying? So once Best Buy, Walmart, and Circuit City came, it killed all of the mom and pop stores because they started selling their CDs for like $8 when everybody else was selling CDs. The mom and pop stores or the booths in the malls were selling CDs for like $15. So it killed the mom and pop industry because they not like Best Buy and all of them not concerned about making money off of a CD. They want you to come in, they allure you in there for the CD, but you end up buying more other shit out of the store.
Facts.
So that's what killed the industry.
Man, you said Circuit City.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You say besides the MPC, your next favorite piece of equipment?
The R70, which is this drum machine right here.
I love how everything is like in arm reach within like 2 seconds.
Right?
He just
mine is signed by DJ Dion. So, yep, this drum machine right here is the cornerstone to Southside Ghetto House, Southside Juke, and Southside Footwork. This drum machine is the brains behind it all because the majority of the sounds came from here. Even those who use Fruity Loops, they end up getting sounds from other people who got them from other people who got them from other people who eventually got them from me.
Yeah. Also, E-Dub, we need to get an interview with you too, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Jerome Golden.
Oh boy.
He said I would love to work with you on some tracks.
That wasn't a point. Well,
man, throw yourself in the garbage. I'll never work with him. Never.
Hey, Dad say, man, Clint Studio got every machine made, the mothership.
that's the hoverboard.
I got some shit. There's some shit in here. I got some shit in here now. This the 303.
That's like the historian.
I know, right?
Y'all want to see? All right, y'all know that track. Work that motherfucker. Y'all know that track, right?
Yeah.
All right, this the drum machine that made that track. Right here. This drum machine made that track. This drum machine right here, when when Spin signed the Clown House, Faz bought him one of these.
Y'all funny.
But hey, all bullshit aside, while I'm talking shit, I'm just cracking jokes. But Rashad made some shit on this drum machine. This is a Boss DR5.
Yeah, the Clown House taste was fire.
That's that producer talk. I don't know nothing about them machines.
Right. I'm Mr. Fruity Loops right now.
Hey, I don't know nothing about those machines, yo.
The drum machine gonna always sound better than Fruity Loops. So what you should do, those who using Fruity Loops, you should get with a person that got a drum machine and program you some sounds and sample and record the sounds and use them in Fruity Loops. It'll sound totally different. But go ahead. Or buy your own drum machine.
Well, that was about to be my question. I was really about to ask you as far as what would be 4 tips that you would give for new producers or new track makers. That's actually what my question was going to be for you.
Buy you a R70. That's the biggest thing. Even Thaz is an OG in the game. I still would tell him to buy a R70. Anything like this drum machine right here is not just it's Yeah, it's big in our world, but Teddy Riley used this drum machine for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
the best. Woo, that motherfucker the best ever. That's made all the 90 sounds, that R70, boy.
yep, that's that Dion Milton, Sluggo, Monty, PJ. That's that whole sound is that. That's the whole South Side basically. And it started with who is that? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Paul Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a South Side drum machine. Period. Hands down.
Oh.
Don't get you no sound packs. Don't go buy no sound packs. Go buy you the drum machine. Because whatever sound, like I can never sample all the sounds out of the drum machine because you can do too much to them where to differentiate the sound.
Right.
So you can create it right there on the spot.
Yep.
All right, that's some tips for y'all.
That's
New
a tip.
track makers.
I'm about to go and buy me an R70 right now.
Go on eBay. You can get one for like $400-500.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. It'll be the best thing you could ever do. Because you ain't got to rely on somebody to give you some sounds when you can make your own.
Also, too, well, I'm gonna talk to my crew. I actually wanted to talk to you about Corey for next year.
Okay.
I want to get Corey out of the country. You know what I'm saying? To DJ some things, but we gonna most definitely talk because I had stuff in mind.
Okay, we'll work on that. That ain't no problem at all.
Oh, DJ Phil said, "What about the DR 660?"
I showed that one. It's this one right here. That's this one. This Third World. Third World was made with this drum machine. The sampler is in the garage, but it was made with this drum machine. Okay. All the drum sounds from Third World is this. And all of the Jonah, all of the stuff from Jackson Park is this drum machine.
Cool. So what projects or anything that you're working on now that you want people to know about?
Me and my son gonna finally do our album when I stop. Well, when he get off of punishment. Corey's on track punishment right now. So when I feels that he's ready to get back in the lab, then we'll start finishing our project. We got like I think 2 or 3 tracks in already. But it's gonna be a me and him project. Like I'm trying to introduce him to the world so he can be his own, stand on his own at some point. But that we got that one going. Then we got we working on, the picnic for next year. We're trying to do a 3-day weekend. We'll have details about that later on. We also featuring we want to have artists from around the world, not just Chicago. We want to have artists come in from around the world and everything. That's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of my little funk right now about Kiki, and then I get back and get back to work. But Corey, soon as Corey get off of punishment, we're gonna get to work too. So that's the biggest thing. And I might do I'm thinking about doing a Lake Park Clint EP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about a Lake Park Clint and another Last Bus to Lake Park Volume 2.
Facts. If we can, speaking of Kiki, can we get a moment of silence for Kiki as well? Rest in peace, Kiki, one of the legends, lunatic legends, you know what I mean, of the game. He got a lot of video. There's some videos I have never saw of him going crazy. And I'm like,
man, you better go raid, man. You know who got all the videos, man?
I know.
Hey, Ron, you got to go rape his computer.
I know, right?
He got all the tracks, all the videos. This nigga, J. Ron got a video of me dancing. I almost went over and hit alt control and delete on his computer. Don't show that shit no more.
Hey, you was in the King of the Surf. Hey, that was my first party, man. I can't. Hey, that's valuable videos right there. You go against Troy, man.
Hey, that was my rival.
Bro, that's funny.
Oh, so
They used to lie to.
wait,
Hey,
so
they used to lie to.
Toy was your footwork rival?
Yeah, because they used to lie to y'all, bro. They used to lie to y'all. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Hot is a witness to this. They used to listen. Them guys used to come to the hall, and nigga, the whole circle would move. You know what I'm saying? But then, motherfucker, Boo, who had the respect was Boo and Carlos. Troy didn't get that respect, bro. That's my nigga. I love Troy to death, but he wasn't fucking shit up in the hall. And the stories that I got, how he used to come back to the suburbs and say how he was burning everything. I'm like, man, this nigga's lying.
No, he said no. Troy said that in his thing. Troy said that in his thing that he wasn't getting respect for a long time.
Long time, yep.
Yeah, he definitely stated that, you know, and that but he said that's what pushed him to stop trying to mimic everybody else's style and just create his own thing. And then that's what pushed him to do him. So that, you know what I'm saying, that was his like.
But man, like see the thing with the suburbs, right? This is the problem I always had with the suburbs. We always counted Wolfpack as a Chicago group because they were taught in Chicago. They got their name in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Not the suburbs. They got their name in Chicago. Them boys used to follow us everywhere we DJ'd at, from up north to the west side. You know what I'm saying? They would come and battle. And that's how they got their name. That's how they got their name with Eli got his name with Bobby and them and Kwanzi. Because they used to battle them at what's the name of that damn place, man? Damn, I can't think. It was on Home in the Lake. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, Xavier. So, like, when it came to the next generation of footworkers, everybody, it's like Markham had this thing where they were the truth, right? But then they'll come to the city and be like, oh shit, it's different. Because it is different. Like the culture was different in Chicago, in the city, or the Union Hall or 111th or a House of Kicks. And all the shit you was doing over here, getting all these oohs and ahs, wasn't working out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was a big gripe that I had with the suburbs outside of my man BT them. You know what I'm saying? BT them was killing shit back then. So I don't count him because they're derivative of House of Matic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? But like when the next generation came, like the oh man, I don't, oh shit, this story funny as hell. So check this out, right? So I don't know what happened, but Cowherd called me. Man, Clint, man, it's this dude named Aaron jumped on me. What? All right, me and Magic Mike on our way out there, right? So what people don't know is Cowherd used to try to be Tunnel. He was trying to become Tunnel. So we got cool with him. You know what I'm saying? So I come all the way out here. I was still living on 39th at the time. So I come all the way to Markham, and me and Magic Mike, so Aaron, AG, no, he said this dude named AG jumped on me. That's what he said. So me and Mike pull up. We see Aaron, right? So Aaron come get in the car, smoke a blunt with us and shit. He's like, man, y'all DJing tonight? I'm like, nah, we ain't even DJing, bro. He say, what y'all up here for? Oh, we finna whoop some nigga named AG. He like, what? I'm like, yeah, we supposed to whoop some nigga jumped on Cowherd named AG. He like, nigga, I'm AG. I know the fuck you ain't. You Aaron.
Oh,
Well, wasn't no fight that night. Because we knew him as Aaron. He used to come to the Y. So he was Aaron to us. We didn't know he was AG.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So when he was coming to the Y and fucking with the Tunnel and fucking with Kiki and them and the Lunatics and shit, battling and shit, him and Steve-O and Jamin and all them, that was Aaron. Wasn't no damn AG. So it fucked us up. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
In the birds, whole different identity in the birds.
Right. Then I said, wait a minute. You jumped on him because Aaron was little as hell back then. I'm like, you jumped on him? Like, yeah, cuz, man, we got mad and left.
That was funny, dog.
Yeah,
That
man.
was so funny, man. But the Union Hall was, man, something else, dog. Like, for real, something else, man.
Union Hall, man, was like, if you wasn't getting no respect in Union Hall, man, you can forget it. If you was a footworker and got no respect in Union Hall, you can forget it. That's why I feel a lot of the footworkers from out in the suburbs, they didn't come to the city. They stayed in Markham.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, you know, a lot of them progressed to become somebody. You know what I'm saying? But back then, like the king of the sorry, Thats, the king of the circle was some bullshit. I'm sorry, it was. The ongoing sentiment is that you had to be affiliated with Clown House to win. Everybody that was a link or had some type of affiliation with BeatDown, they lost. Like, how in the fuck did Bernard lose? He ain't even like these niggas wasn't even placing. Bernard, Q, who else was it? Hot. Who else was it? It was like anybody from the city that came and tried to compete, they ain't even get around. They ain't even run around. You know what I'm saying? But then if you look fast forward, everybody that won was affiliated with Clown House.
In the first King of the Circle?
All of them, motherfucker. What you talking about?
No, I mean I wasn't at the first King of the Circle, so that's why I was asking. I wasn't at the first King of the Circle.
I feel like
But I heard the final battle was the person passed out and lost. And that's how Cowherd became crowned. So I wasn't, yeah, Darion. Well, first man will come out the shoes, then socks, then passed out. It was like a 3-stage step process.
But he said he lost at the first one, too.
Yeah, and see, that was the bullshit. Like, them was the hitters. Like, wasn't nobody above Wolfpack and Tunnel, bro. On some real shit. Back then, wasn't no crew, wasn't no group, wasn't no battler above Wolfpack and the Tunnel. Straight up, straight like that. So for both of them to lose, like, come on, bro, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like it was the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no judges. You know what I'm saying? It was crowd participation. So if you didn't bring
check this out. So since you said that,
yeah,
since you said that,
uh-huh.
It's some bullshit that Charles won in.
I don't know about that one, bro. Hell.
It was. Charles had that one he won. He had like 5 different crews thinking he was in their group, and they cheered for him. He had Terror Squad cheering for him. He had HOC cheering for him. He had, and the funny part about all of it, right after he won, he walked through every one of them groups. All right, y'all, thank y'all. I'm starting my own shit. All right, y'all, thank y'all. I'm starting my own shit.
Hey, but look though, but what about all the other times he won though? Continuously.
That's the first one.
I know, but he won about 4.
I'm gonna give him his credit though. All bullshit aside, the man is talented as shit. He dope as shit. But he finessed the shit out that first one though. He finessed the shit out that first one. And then let's talk. All right, so since we talk, so what about Ace? Not AC, but Ace.
Ace Boogie?
Talking about him and
Ace.
Him and AG.
Yeah. That was some bullshit, bro.
Wait, AG first, Ace Boogie?
Yeah, the King
Yeah.
of the Circle.
Oh, cuz I thought y'all still talking about Charles. I'm like, when the hell Charles go against Ace Boogie?
No.
Okay.
That was some bullshit, bro.
No, AG did win that one.
Wait, that's all I was
They,
confused. AG won.
man, they can't. Where AG? Is JG on here?
No, he ain't on here.
No, but
Man.
I'm saying AG.
But they made them. Oh no, but I
AG
get it
won
though.
that.
They made
AG
them
won
share,
that.
they had made them share the trophy or some. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was that. They said AG won, and then turn around. It was like,
Well, that's a fight had broke
Ain't no.
out.
No, the fight ain't got nothing to do with it. The fight was because they gave it to Ace, and everybody knew. That's because AG was affiliated with Beatdown.
oh my
So
god.
that's why, like, if you notice, all after that first King of the Circle, you really didn't see no city footworkers in that shit no more. That's why. Because the ongoing sentiment was that motherfuckers wasn't gonna win. That crowd shit, like, my thing is, if I bring Joe Blow off the block up here to cheer for me, he don't know shit about footwork. Why should his voice be counted? Am I correct?
That's facts. But that's what I said. Was no judging. Was no judging.
But what I'm saying is, if we pull it, if I go, if my mama, like my OG, don't know shit about footwork, right? But if I dance, if me and J Ron dance, right? Me and J Ron battling, all of us in this group know J Ron is gonna smoke me. But if I bring the whole Lake Park with me and they scream, I would. That's some bullshit.
No, it is. It is because that stuff still go on today.
Even with battles, I really feel that if you've been if you've been footworking for 2 years, there's no reason why you should be battling J Ron or AG or you or Charles, or you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of them battles be fraudulent. Like a lot of that shit at BG's was fool as hell because they with this certain crew and they just started footworking. But you beat this nigga that been dancing for years and had his name all around the world. Kill yourself. That should be bullshit. I'm just saying, I'm being real.
No, that's facts though. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like on the whole, battling thing when people be getting greased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole time, like for real. Like it do be like that though.
But G, a lot of these niggas don't be cold though. Somebody just said if they cold, they could do it. Yeah, that's true. But a lot of them don't be cold and be getting ooh, ah. This motherfucker just did like this and won. Fuck out of here.
Yo,
Did the swim on?
No, that is facts. You do gotta, you know what I'm saying? You should have people that, as far as judging go. You know what I'm saying?
But I was just about to say though, the King of the Circle definitely in the beginning had the crowd judging, but they did also try with judges, and they actually had judges. I remember like Dayon, they had Troy. I can't remember who I was on.
Now Troy is gonna cheer for fucking
hey, J Ron,
I'm just
with that one, bro. Like
I know they had. I'm just saying, like I do know one time they actually they didn't do the crowd. They had people judge. I do remember that. I was in that one.
I'm trying to remember when they have judges though.
They had.
But judges. See, this is my thing, bro. This is my thing. This is my thing, bro. All bullshit aside, it should have never been no King of the Circle. How can you call yourself a king of a circle and you didn't murder all the circles? You only murdered this one circle. You didn't go out west. You didn't go up north. You didn't go to the south side. You didn't go to Union Hall. You didn't murder all of these circles to become a king. That's why I feel, if anything, it should have been just a showcase, a battle showcase. Fuck them titles. Them titles fucked a lot of shit up. In my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think
it's too many kings now.
It is. And I really feel that it should have been more of a showcase / doing this for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
But
it should have been a title attached to it.
But with that being said, though, at that time, I feel like, let's just say if it was like a big event or whatever, like if it was like the King of the Circle, it was all sides, where West Side, South Side, East Side, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At that time, the people that was quote unquote the coldest wasn't like, I don't know, they wasn't going to everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when
so check this out. So answer me this. Around that time, that was what, 2004, 2005? Somewhere up in there?
Somewhere in between that.
Right. In 2005, I was 25 years old. What the fuck am I doing at Markham? That's how you got to look at it. You got to look at it like this. Reggie, Darion, Q, Hot, all of them was well into their 20s. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to go to no fucking Markham.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They wasn't around. So that's just like saying at the time, I think Charles was what, like 15, some shit like that, right?
Yeah, he was 15.
Mm-hmm.
When he won the first one, he was 15. That
right.
was 2002.
When he greased the first one, but go ahead.
Yes.
Oh my God. But in 2002, he was 15.
Hey, I'll bullshit aside. That's my man, bro. I fuck with him. He cool. We cool. But the facts is the facts, brother.
Hey, so that's what I'm saying. But I just feel like some of them people wasn't trying to, you know what I mean? Like, even though, yeah, they was at that time, it was clubs, you know, it was the club scene. Everybody was going to the club. You know what I'm saying? If you was that age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but these people knew that it was a King of the Circle, though.
And they went to the first one and was getting put out of first rounds.
That's listen, I get it. Trust me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yeah, the pack was. He said the pack was at Markham
for a little minute, and then after that, they was like, "Man, I'm too old for this shit." You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to look at it like this. I feel. Again, this is my personal feeling. It's not. I don't feel it's. You know, it's just my personal feeling. I feel to be a king, you got to be the king. To be somebody with a name, you got to beat somebody with a name. A lot of them battles in the King of the Circles was nobody versus nobody. Let's be real. I think if it was going to be that, it should have been held in a medium or what do you call that shit? Like somewhere in the mid. It shouldn't have been at Markham. It shouldn't have been at the Hall. It shouldn't have been at, you understand what I'm saying? It should have been somewhere easy accessible for everybody to come and battle. Judged by, you can do the crowd because it'll be centrally located where everybody can come to, versus at Markham Skating Rink with a whole bunch of 8-year-olds.
But
I didn't know about the King of the Circle because around that time I was on tour. I wasn't.
My point exactly, Twan. That's my point. That's my point right there. Like, Twan, let's be real, bro. In Cavallini days, bro, right? Cavallini's days, or even fucking 51st. Could nobody say they was the fucking king of no damn circle? You got to go through every circle to be the king, to have a name. Eli didn't get his name just from battling at one spot. Eli got his name from battling everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? You got your name because you battled everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I get, just like me, I got my name because I DJ'd everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So when it came to that, to the whole thing with the King of the Circle, it's like, come on, man, I'm like all of 20-something years old. I'm not gonna hang around these kids. And I'm not gonna battle nobody that ain't battled nobody. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
That is facts. Hey, bro, that is facts, Hot.
What'd he say?
Look, the reason why, and I said, look, I've been saying this for years. And I don't care what nobody think. But the reason why a lot of dancers started coming back to dance is because of Charles.
I agree with that.
That was everybody was bailing out. Everybody did not want to dance no more. People was getting to a certain age, and they was like, "I'm getting too old. I ain't even about to dance no more. I ain't about to battle no more." They saw King Charles. They saw King Charles everywhere. Everybody started thinking, you know what? Who is this King Charles dude? I ain't battle. You know what I'm saying? And they felt like, I'm about to get back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So people started getting back on the scene because
I'll agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of him.
I'll agree. I'll agree with that.
That definitely inspired a lot of people.
Hey Clint, I'm gonna be honest, bro. What up, Clint? What up, y'all?
What's up, bro?
Yo, what up, bro? Twin Gold.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with you on that King thing with me, and I didn't agree on that name, DJ Thaz. He was making fun of me. He was trying to get people to beef with me. So I felt like if I wanted to get respect, I needed to come to what all y'all was at. You know what I'm saying? To try to like show my face in y'all neighborhood
and earn your name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that,
right.
You know. And I agree with you. And at the end of the day, you know, me and you cool. We rock. You know what I'm saying? This ain't
Fact,
no.
fact.
I'm not trying to bash you or none of that. I'm just, you know, we're just speaking about the culture. And I really feel that I think the king of the circle should have been centrally located where everybody could have came. And it wouldn't be, okay, well, I'm from Markham, so I got the whole Markham with me. I'm from Harvey. I got the Harvey with me. I'm from this block in Harvey. I got this block with me. You understand what I'm saying? I think it should have been something. I don't think it should have been no title at all, personally. I think it should have just been a battle and motherfucker won that trophy, and that was that. Putting the title on some shit for my generation, was looking like, hold on, man, how the fuck is he the king of anything? And he ain't, like he said, he ain't battle me. You feel what I'm saying? And that made, like, and then what it turned into, I'm coming back to the scene. I'm finna get back in this shit because this shit can't go like this. This is some shit, like, we love this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So when it came to, at that point in time, bro, like, motherfuckers went places to make a name. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't just based off of one location. It was made because motherfucker, like, I can tell you personally, I know niggas that went out west, low end, the Hundreds, even the Burbs, the Ochoas and all of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Boo and them got so much respect. Boo and HOC got so much respect because they went everywhere. And Panic did too. Motherfuckers was at the Jackson Park Field House. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Like, you know, I mean, I ain't trying to take no credit.
I mean, back in the day, we had to earn our name back in the day. Like, it wasn't, man, I mean, like, and when you earned your name, you knew you earned your name. When you walk in the party, they be like, such and such is in the building. You knew you earned your stripes. They move out the way when you walk in. You know what I'm saying?
And then
we
another
had to work for that.
And another thing that Twan can attest to, niggas didn't footwork for other niggas. Niggas footwork because the chicks was watching. Niggas used to be in the parties, fly to the motherfucker, kicking the leg.
Oh, $300 outfit.
Hell yeah. With some Havana Joes on. I got some Havana Joes
All right.
Man, scarring the dog mess out of every shoe that you, boy.
Yeah. Now niggas kicking legs to impress some other dude. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's real competitive now.
Yeah, that child situation though, bro. That's crazy because I can recall. I'm going back to crazy. It went seeing this man. I think he was on the Tribune, right? Was that the Tribune?
You see it hot?
Yeah.
Oh
damn. Man, I'm talking about one of my homies from the hood showed me this. And they like, man, who is this guy? I look, I'm like, man, I do not know. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. I ain't know Charles there. I'm like, dang, what? So I'm like, dang, where you get this for? So I mean, I looked at it like, wow. So I'm calling around. Everybody, it's funny because I think Darion or somebody called me. And like, man, we gotta come back, man. I think it was a party. Was it our party or somebody? Somebody threw a party on 111 at Cal spot, at Club spot. I think that was the first time we had met up with Creation, and it supposed to be all us going to battle Charles because he called himself the king. I remember that. Yeah,
right.
And I'm like, dang, that brought all us back though, for real, bro.
Everybody, I'm
real
telling
talk.
you,
It did.
Brought everybody back.
And that was mad.
All the old
dances. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I tapped out, man. Secrets was the spot. I tapped out. I was at Secrets, bro. So
popping
Charles,
bottles.
man, Charles did. He definitely brought everybody back, like far as on the battle side. Fact.
And then I got to give him some credit too, because I'm gonna give him credit on two things, bro. He actually did reach back. He actually did grab a couple people and bring them into the creation to practice with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? I give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I also give him credit for taking this shit around the world and exposing the world to our culture. Shout out to fucking Creation. Thank y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, I probably 9 times out of 10, a lot of us wouldn't have toured. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all were really the first to expose you too, J. Ron, with the what's her name?
Madonna.
The one that used to Madonna.
Yeah.
I was about to say who she was fucking with. Anyway, the only problem I ever had with that was I'm like, damn, okay, they doing the tours and this, that, and the third. Why don't they put her in tune with the people who make the music to do a remix? That was my only complaint.
Mm-hmm.
To really spread.
Yeah, we tried when we was on tour. Me and Jay, we was but we was the babies of the tour, and we was telling them like, yeah, if y'all want to make a real track, like a real remix to this song called Die Another Day, you know what I'm saying? We got producers that are really like do it, and you know they had their whole little band team that they was like, oh yeah, our band can do anything, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't had no plug, so when we was young, everybody was older than us, so they really wasn't trying to listen to all that. So we tried.
Charles, that stuff is political, bro. You already know how that goes.
Well,
you gotta know the people, and man,
but you got to remember, at the same time, you're talking about a person. I'm talking about myself as all of maybe 20-something years old, and I felt some type of way. I wasn't older where I can really rationalize, okay, well, it's political and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I was young. You know what I'm saying? I held all bullshit aside. I held a grudge against Creation for a while because of that DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I actually chopped it up with Charles. I actually chopped it up with Boo. Me and Boo is super tight. That's one, like, Boo is 100 to me. This dude, he'll come wherever I'm playing. If I post a flyer, Boo is gonna come. J. Ron is gonna come. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever the party is, they'll show up. So, you know, with that, yeah, I had a grudge, but I'm over that shit. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta evolve at some point. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm cutting the braids back off. That shit, I'm over that shit. That time of my life is gone. For real, like, I'm just being real, bro. Like, I am cutting this shit off because it's like this symbolizes a certain energy that I used to possess when I was younger. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I don't want that type of energy no more. You understand what I'm 40 years old. Fuck, I look like, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising men right now. I got a son that's about to graduate from high school, a son that's about to graduate from 8th grade. I got 2 daughters in college. I ain't got time for this shit.
Congrats.
You know, that's why I'm not beefing with nobody. I don't care whatever happens. Wipe my hands with it. I'm done. You feel me? I ain't got time for it.
Hey, what year was the Madonna tour? Was that 2000 and what? What year was that, J. Ron?
2000. The first one was 2007, and then from 2007 was the promo. So 2007, 2008, and
oh shit, I feel bad now. I was 27 years old, still holding on to bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like I was talking to J. Ron, we need to document all the stuff that we've done, all of the trendsetters that we done made for the culture, because we've done some tremendous stuff. I know I did my first world tour probably in 93 or 94. So I mean, it's been going on for a long time, and we just need to let people know that you can do whatever it is that you set forth, because we've set the pave way for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? And people just need to know. A lot of people don't know.
And at the same time, we gotta let go of a lot of these false hopes and a lot of these a lot of the Chicago mentality, bro. We got to let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? That's why other cities is thriving and other people cultures is thriving. I love LA. You know why I love LA? Because if I go out there and I say I want to do this, I want to do that, they gonna help me do it. If you look at the whole rap scene in Georgia,
Right.
and them niggas is helping each other.
Right.
They helping each other get to it. You understand what I'm saying? Man, fuck all that this crew versus that crew. We all fucking Chicago footwork. At the end of the day, we all Chicago footwork. So if the best thing for us to do is rally together and push versus this crew pushing this crew pushing that. You understand what I'm saying? Like all that shit is stupid. It's the crabs in the barrel effect, and I'm over it. You understand what I'm saying? Like we got all of us is in our at least in our 30s. At least. I'm 40. I know Twan, me and you about the same age. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for the dumb shit. I'm not gonna argue with nobody over who got the coldest track. You got the coldest track, fam. You can have it. Because at the end of the day, I'm already who I am. What I gotta compete with you for? You already Twan. You did what you did already. Your name rings already. What you competing for?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like all this should be stupid. Like a lot of these posts that people be posting be dumb as hell. Like, why is you arguing with your own? He's one of ours. Like we all Chicago ghetto house music or Chicago underground dance music. We all are. From the dancers to the producers to the DJs. We all are. If anything, we need to be trying to rally together and fuck this system out that bag. That's what we need to be doing instead of constantly taking a stick and poking people. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
Real shit. I always looked at it like this, bro. Twan, Hot, all y'all from the original mixtape days, right? Y'all remember them days, right? So if you put yourself back then, if you go to a case, right? You go to the mix shop and you look in this case, you see this one DJ Clint CD. You buy it, you come back the next week. You still see this one DJ Clint CD. You're not gonna buy it again. You already got it. But what if you go in there the next time you see it, you see a DJ Phil, a Crossfire, or this person, or that person, a spin, of you understand what I'm saying? The scene looks bigger, and you getting a variety of the culture.
Yep.
But if you constantly trying to hold shit back, you ain't gonna do nothing but sink your damn self.
That's true story,
Because you're not gonna be able to. Nobody listen. Trice Man make a hell of a lot of tracks, bro. He does. But ain't nobody gonna want to hear Trax Man 24 hours a day. Nobody. You gotta have them variances in there. Okay, I'm gonna listen to I can listen to Clint today for this couple amount of hours. I'll listen to this, then I'll jump to this, then I'll jump to that. You show it's a variance, and the culture looks bigger, and it spreads the money out. Like even with touring, right? Creation can't go to the same spot every month and pack this motherfucker out every month. You understand what I'm saying? But if Creation go this month, then Terror Squad go this month, then this crew go this month, and you rotate that money, that's what you should be doing. You should be trying to figure out how we can rotate the money and get the culture to where it should be, to continuously spread the culture, because everybody ain't gonna like what Terror Squad do. Everybody ain't gonna like what Clint do. Everybody ain't gonna like what Rashad did. It's different people for different shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's just my thought. I'm sorry, I went on for a little bit.
Oh no, you good, man. You good.
Yeah.
We need that. You know what I'm saying? We need to be on the same accord. Just gotta take the right people. You know what I'm saying? Gotta take the right people with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most
We got
definitely.
it, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to get out of them rooms, bro. That shit is fool as hell. The shit why is y'all arguing about some shit that don't even make fucking sense? All y'all arguing about some shit in Chicago when you should be thinking outside of this motherfucker. Everybody that became somebody went somewhere else. Everybody. R. Kelly had to go somewhere. Motherfucking the only people that really made it here and stayed here was Twister. Kanye went to New York. You see what I'm saying? It's like you got to blow up somewhere else to get the respect here, or you got to die. You understand what I'm saying? And it's sad. Like, we need to be giving each other flowers right now for whatever we did, however we did, regardless if we into it or not. We got to get this culture to where it should be, bro. And right now, if we ain't standing together, bro, this shit gonna fall, and it's gonna continue. It's gonna really move somewhere else because of the mentality of the niggas here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DJ Clint has become a philosopher. Everybody,
This is I have to give a big hand clap to the evolution of Clint, because this is definitely not the first.
Facts, J-Rod. Facts. Yes, sir.
Hey, I say this every time. My very first time meeting DJ Clint was a party at the Y. My first city party. I walked in the door. Within 2 minutes, I see everybody doing the Hitler sign, and I see him on top talking about "Hell Beat Down," and I'm like, "What the hell is this? Like, y'all party different as hell in the city." But it was love though. Like, it was like "Hell Beat Down, Hell Beat Down." Like, and then the tracks was boom, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, but yeah, definitely, man. I thank you for coming to the show and blessing us with these gems and diamonds and all the stuff that you got going on right now. Like, man, you definitely have evolved and grew, and as like you said, you matured and you let things go in the past, and like right now is just the time to build and create, man. So definitely.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a team though, bro. Can't nobody do it by themselves. But it ain't gonna, but it can't be a team of one unit. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be the multitude, the whole multitude. The strength is in numbers. That's some gang banging shit. The strength is in numbers. And if the more of us come together and push our culture, the further we all can be. Because at the end of the day, if J-Ron look good, I look good. If I look good, he look good. We all look good. If one person doing something good, the culture looks good. You know?
Well, we also have a footwork coalition that we were starting up, and we actually started back doing it. I actually hit you up with the meeting as far as the next meeting we actually have, which is this month.
The 13th.
Yeah.
All right. The 13th. All right.
So we're trying. That's our goal, is to push the culture in a positive light. We're focused on the youth. You know what I'm saying? That's the big goal, is focusing on the youth. You know what I'm saying? Giving them a outlet, you know what I'm saying? Giving them somewhere to, you know what I'm saying, express themselves. If it's music, anything that have something to do with the arts. You know what I'm saying? That's what we pushing for. You know what I'm saying? Glad Twan is actually doing the urban art.
The urban art.
And we, you know what I'm saying, pretty much putting that together. You know what I'm saying? So as he put that together, we'll have a place to go. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a place to send the kids. You know what I'm saying? Get them out, out the streets, especially in the Chicago city right now. Is, you know what I'm saying? We need a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? Going on in the city.
Yeah, and also, hold on, let me cut you while you're still speaking about Twan. I was supposed to call him yesterday. I didn't get a chance to, but we're gonna end up putting this event together, hopefully outside before it gets cold at the Urban Art. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't call you about it. I'm just bringing it on you right now. So we'll see. You can't say no now.
Right. The Urban Art is definitely going to be a home pod for the culture. So it's going to be a historical place.
You can't say no now, Twan.
Yeah, anything for the culture, man. I'm down. Let's get it.
Yeah, so I know we ran over time, you know what I'm saying, but it's cool. About to get on out of here. I want to thank bro again, you know what I'm saying, for taking the time out of your schedule to do this interview. And you know what I mean?
Can you put can you say your social media for those around the world that's tuning in so they can get connected with you if they're not already?
So Facebook is Clinton, Clenton, DJ Clint Hill. Twitter is DJ Clent 39, DJ Clent 39. Instagram is DJ Clent Cash App is $DJ Clint. my email is djclint@gmail.com. So I'm accessible.
Yeah, no, really. What is your Cash App? Seriously.
Oh, $DJCLENT.
Okay.
I try to make it simple for everybody.
All right, so go support, bro. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, you want to go.
Hey, you got a SoundCloud?
DJ Clint. Everything, I try to make everything simple.
Okay, just
and
make
DJ. And just so y'all know, BeatDown Radio is coming back.
Right.
BeatDown Radio is coming back. It almost slipped my mind. Me and Hot working on that right now.
Yeah. That was the best.
Where y'all gonna do it at, Clint? Where y'all gonna do it at?
The Urban Arc.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, hey,
say was historic. Say
less.
Y'all got a home there, baby. At the Urban Arc, baby.
Man, when we get off, Swan, just give me a call, bro. But
sure.
yeah, we bringing BeatDown Radio back. I'm gonna have DJClent.com. We're gonna also bring back the merchandising too of BeatDown House. Me and Hot working on that. Right, we're gonna start working on that, and because that's my right hand man. If anybody know me, they know Hot ain't too far behind. That's my right hand man. That's my business partner as far as BeatDown House, and that's that.
all right, man.
So y'all go and support my bro. Also that's on DJ Clent Bandcamp too, right?
Yep, DJ Clint on Bandcamp. A lot of my music is I got some more EPs to put out on it, but everything is on. All the newer stuff is on Bandcamp. A couple of the projects are not on the streaming services yet, but they will be. But you can go on the streaming services and hear a lot of my classics and
right.
some new music.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we on there.
You know what I mean? Go for all the out of towners, the foreigners. You know what I mean? Please go and DM and inbox Clint with all the music questions.
Yep.
Music questions. That's y'all man right there. Go.
Hey Thaz, you need to get at me, bro.
Go flood Clint inbox with questions about music. He'll gladly give you advice about anything. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and if y'all not following him, go follow him. If you're not friends with him on Facebook, go friend him on Facebook.
And before I leave, I want to tell everybody, man, everybody give everybody a round of applause for this culture. Without y'all, we wouldn't be who we are. Without us, y'all wouldn't be who y'all are, man. It's a two-hand it's a relationship that we need to blossom, and we need to keep it going forward. Thank y'all for this interview. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for the support throughout the years, and all we can do is try to get it better and bigger,
Facts. Until next time, good people. We'll see y'all next week, same time.
Next Wednesday.
We out of here.